Hello, everybody. It's Becky here at Beck's Creation. And I just saw that since Mary did a night owl live stream in the wee hours of this morning, she is not going to be on tonight. So I thought I would come on since I'm just sitting here working on a mandala. I have done a little bit of watercolor with what are those called? Those crayons. And I just did a little bit of a funny looking watercolor on a piece of watercolor paper. And these are 3.5-inch squares. So that tells you how big this mandala is. And I have drawn my design. I went over the lines I wanted to keep, and then I erased all my pencil lines. So now I'm going to color it in, and I've got some Crayola Smart Tips down here. Hi, Angie. Hi, Mina. And I'm just going to add some color. We'll color it up. And then I'm going to pull out my gel pens and we'll do the icing or the frosting, as you call it, all the little decorations that really bring it to life. So I'm going to start in the middle with a couple different shades of red on my very middle part. So if I do half of these in this color, and then we'll come back and do the other half of them in the other shade. If you've never taken one of Barb Owen's classes on mandalas, I would highly recommend it, or even just watch her videos where she's doing mandalas because she knows how to do them. She's been doing them a little bit of time. So I'm going to do that half of that picture. And as I use the colors, I'm going to switch the directions. So hi, Mina. Hi, Joyce. We'll do this other half of this piece here now. And if you go over your lines, they're just the starting lines, and you can fix them once you're done if you need to. So don't get hung up if you miss and you go outside the lines. It's not going to be the loss of anything. Hi, Teresa. All right, so I'm going to just color this next section. And I'm going to color each of these little sections of this circle portion with the lighter shade of orange. And these super tips are pretty awesome for doing your own mandalas. And keep in mind, there is watercolor on the paper that may or may not react with these Sharpies, but that adds to the character of the design. And I thought since this is a small mandala, I could come on and do this really quick. And I wouldn't be on a long, long time. All right. Now I'm going to take this other shade. It's the closest I had to a darker orange. To me, it's a darker yellow or a brown. You bought a nice protractor and then never used it. Oh, come on, Joyce. Jump on the mandala wagon. Once you start, you'll be hooked. I'm going to do a little bit just in the pointy part of this section. I'm just laying a little color down. Not worried if it's the same amount sticking out or not. I'm just going to put a little bit down there to add a little bit of a shadow in the center of it. And all of this won't matter. By the time we get all of the frosting on it, it's not going to matter. All right. And then we've got the petals. So I might do like half of the petals in this yellow and then come back with that other yellow I have out and do the other half with it. And when we were at Scott's mom's, I had took another one of those cakes. Hi, Cheryl. So I took another one of those cakes I had wound with the winder that Mary gave me, and I took it over to my mother-in-law's and I started another basket there. And then Scott wanted to go to Harbor Freight, so I just sat in the car and I finished the basket while he was inside. So in less than an hour, I made another basket. And the mandalas, they really have stages. They're just like anything in art. There's always some point where you're like, ugh, I don't know. I don't think this is looking too good. Oh, but hold on tight. Once you get some more icing or frosting on it, it's all going to be just fine. I think we quit too soon sometimes on a project. Sometimes you have to just take some time, step away, even set it aside, put it behind something for a while, and then pull it back out and say, hey, this wasn't half bad. Hi, where the book ends. How are you? All right, I got this light green. I think I'll color this part in the light green. That's Sue's, right? Sue's. This is watercolor paper I'm working on, so it's got a bit of a texture to it. I love to do these. I didn't see anybody else on, so here I am. Oh, Tippy's growling in his sleep. I don't know if you guys can hear him. What you after, honey? Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's growling in his sleep, and then he's going. So apparently, whatever it is may involve eating. Remember, you can true up your lines again with your gel pen. So if you over glob a little bit here and there, don't stress. Don't stress, don't worry. It'll be all right. But Anne was working on a mandala and it just made me want to do one. And once you start doing them, you end up making several and then you have to take a break because you feel like your brain can't do another little mark. I thought so. You got more inspiration from Janet Nash? Janet has been putting out some fun, interesting projects to do over on her channel, Janet Nash. And I put the hearts I had made to, just drop around when I'm out and about. When someone finds one of my hearts, they're supposed to go to the Facebook group and post a picture and say, I found a quilted heart, because that's the whole project. But so far, none of mine have shown up. But I have noticed they have disappeared. So, all right. So now I'll do the next section with the light blue first, which is going to be the small petals that come out around these. So I'm just going to outline this a little bit with this lighter color. I was just watching a dumpster diver. She found all of these candies in this dumpster. She was pulling out bag after bag of Reese's peanut butter cups. I mean, they're all wrapped and everything, even though they're in the dumpster. They should still be fine. As long as the ants, down here, you'd have to worry about ants getting in them. And the ants that get in them are not pleasant little black ants. They're fire ants, and they will light you up, and they leave a horrible, nasty blister sore. I've been toying with an idea today of doing my definite Wednesdays, but maybe coming on at noon randomly and just make noon my time to just maybe appear. I was wondering if that would work for you guys to just kind of look and see if I'm on at noon. Becky at high noon. Then I could do more random stuff. They could be really short little shorts, or they could be videos, lives with a project. I haven't decided. But I just been toying with that idea today. All right, so I went around with the light blue, and I'll do the dark word. Mary just was on really early this morning, like at 2:30 this morning. So she said she's just going to take a rest today. And if she goes to sleep early tonight, she said she might be on again at like 2:30 in the morning. So she said she couldn't sleep last night, so she came on. And I watched part of it. And then this day took over on me. So I need to go back and watch some more of it. She was tatting a butterfly. It's okay, Tippy. Don't cry. What's the matter? It's like he's having a nightmare over there. Hi, Janet Baum. Janet Baum's been doing some good projects too. She's been posting pictures on Facebook. Trying to coax Janet into doing some videos for us. Scott's got the bathroom. He finally got the sheetrock to a point that he's thrilled with it. And so he's been priming the sheetrock where it's going to be painted, and where the blue board is going to have tile against it. It needed to be primed so that the mortar won't, take all the moisture out of the wall and cause problems with that blue board. So progress. I might have to do a little short live session and let Scott walk through that with you guys. But when you're doing something like this, the biggest rule to remember, that's the one that Barb really focuses on, pick something you want to do and then just go all the way around and do that same thing before you start doing another one. Because if you don't, there'll be a section where you missed a step. And by doing it one at a time, you're sure to make sure they're all the repeat of it is done all the way around. Okay, there's that. And then I've got the purples, and then I'm going to put a little green on these to look like leaves. I could maybe come in a little closer. Let me try. I don't know if I can or not. No, it's not letting me. This is as close as I can get. Now Cheryl wants to color. It's fun. I like to color. I like crayons. So now I'll put some orange on here. Not orange. This is not orange, Becky. This is purple. And on this one, I'm going to do every other one in the light purple, and then the other one I'll do in the dark purple, just so you can see the different petals. I'm not sure why, but I am constantly finding, oh, I messed up. Well, you know what? We're going to make it look like it was meant to be. And I'll go ahead and color them all with the light purple. And then we'll just do something else. I messed up. But I'm finding super tips at the thrift stores now all the time. And I don't understand that because I think they were something children would like to use, unless a parent bought it and the children painted something with them that they shouldn't have, but they're washable. So I don't see any problem with it. But there are parents out there that don't let their kids have anything that'll make a mess. So you know what that does when you don't let them make a little bit of a mess every now and then? They never know how to clean. They never know. I mean, I was taught to clean up my messes when I was little, sometimes very harshly. My grandfather was quite strict, but that's okay. I know how to keep everything tidy now. All right. I would have liked this to be every other one, but we're going to make this work too. Let's take the dark purple now, and we'll just go along the edge of each petal like so. I'll look at chat as soon as I finish doing this. And like I said in my Wednesday, when I do come on, I'm going to aim at 1 hour or less each time. That way I'm not taking up a big block of time and I don't get as tired. I can't do big, long, lengthy ones at live sessions anymore. I just can't. It's not in me. Can't do it. But I do miss you guys when I'm not on. So this is why you're getting me tonight. All right, there's that. And then I'm just going to come in with the lighter green and just color these little guys in here. I see the chat moving. Let me see. Hi, Andrea Johnson. And Janet Burgess, hello. Yeah, I'm going to start. I'm only doing this tonight because Mary's not on. But I'm going to do my impromptus. They'll hit at noon each day. If I'm going to be on, that's when you'll see me pop up. But I thought that might work better than me just coming on at random times. If I give you a general standard time to pop on would be noon. Wednesday will definitely be my definite day to have a video or a live session at noon. I said, but the other days of the week, I can do noon, or I can do, if Mary's not on in the early morning, I could do some early mornings, which I might do rotate between an early morning and the noon. So say 6 a.m. or 12 noon. And that I just think that would work out better for me and for a lot of y'all if you just had a general idea of when I could be on. It's hard for me to do anything on the weekend early mornings or afternoons because we do things around here and we have to go visit Scott's mom on Sunday. All right. So let me get my jelly pins out, and we'll start adding the frosting. And the frosting's what makes these things come to life. Ooh, that was my knee. That didn't sound too good. Got my cat bag full of things. Let's see here. Let's get a gold and a signal white. And I would like a black. I think that one's the black. That's a glaze pen. And maybe this purple glaze pen. I just have to be careful because all of my pens are getting low. And if I pull out one and then I run out of ink, that could be bad when I haven't gotten all the way around with something. So start in the middle and work our way to the outside. So let's see if we can, and if you have a piece of scrap paper like this, you can see how you're flowing, if you're flowing at all. And with gel pens, the key is don't press hard. Hi, Sharon Lombard. It's nice to see everybody tonight. So I'm going to start in this middle part here, and I'm just going to work on getting some frosting on the middle parts of each of these. This has got a big old booger on it. So I think I'm just going to put a dot and a line, and I'll do that in each one. A dot and a line. A dot and a line. Like Barb says, choose something and then go all the way around. The very last thing I will do is take black and go over all of the lines that separate sections. And then we'll put a big old black dot in the middle. Okay. I think I'm going to switch to this purple color to use on the orange. So you can use different colors if you want to. What do I want to do here? Maybe just outline the area so it looks like a little triangle. And I think I'll do a bunch of decorating and create spaces with the black and the purple. And then I'll come back with the gold and the white and zhuzh it up. And then the very last thing I'll do is I'll go over my sections again with the black. Now, if you get the glaze pens, you need to not try to, the gel pens, but the glaze pens especially, that's what these are. They leave kind of a raised section. And if you try to go over it or rub it or anything, it'll smear. So it's important to let it dry. Yes, they do smell. They sell a small spirograph at Dollar Tree. Now, I hand drew this. This is all me. This is my design here. So let's do a line up the middle. So it looks like an arrow pointing down to the center. I've been quite busy today. I've made 3 baskets. And I made dinner, and I made breakfast, and I made lunch. Been a cooking fiend today. And Scott's been sanding and priming in the bathroom. I told him I might take them, go live on my phone here in a little bit and share that part of the day.
Howard, are you sure you feel all right?
He doesn't act like he's feeling good.
You're awful floppy.
Kind of worried. Have to take you to the vet, Howard. All right. Let's see here.
How old is the cat?
Oh, I know. Let's do a spiral inside this section. Like that. It's been a stressful day for the kitty cats with the storm that we had. Howard especially hates storms. Hi, Stacy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Tippy. No, 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 not right now. It's kind of sitting down like I didn't want to come over there by you anyway, your old stupid thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll switch back to the purple and do a little something something on the blue section. Let's see here. Maybe we'll do some like ovals. Do 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3. Oops. I'm trying not to smear them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I might peek at Barb's Mandala Madness cards that I have sitting here next to me for some ideas. They're another great tool to have. All right. So then if I switch back to black, we'll do something on this section here. So I just follow this up to that line. 2 and 3. And then turn it and do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1. So pick something and do it all the way around. That's how you get all this really cool looks. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to do a line on the leaves, just a short line, not all the way to the tip, just a short line up so they look more like leaves. All right, so that's all I'm going to do with the black and the purple for now. I'm going to keep the black out because I'll go over everything when I'm done doing the frosting. Now the fun part. So I don't really need the purple anymore, but I'm going to leave it aside because I have another square to do another mandala maybe in the morning. So now I'm going to pull out this gold pen. This is a Buxom gold gel pen. Let's make sure it'll flow good. And let's just go around the black circle in the middle. Maybe add something here, maybe a couple little dots of gold on the line part here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then out here, maybe put a gold dot on the top of each of these stems. Just a gold dot. And then you could put a little dot in the middle of your swirly gig in the middle of these. I just like to have what I call neutrals, the white and the gold, and you can use silver if you don't want to use gold. But if you add a little bit of that, all right, now I'm gonna put a dot in the middle of these. We'll do that dot. Go ahead and do it to every single section around before you do another step. I feel like I'm blocking my own light on you guys. Let me do this. Oh, Howard, are you okay, honey? Howard, you okay? Making Mom worry. Don't make me worry. He's my buddy. All right, let's finish those little dots here. No, Tippy. No. No, not right now. Won't you go see Dad? He said, I don't like it when you tell me no. I'm going to have to dig some of your stuff. All right. I want to do something else with the gold and the blue. Let me look at it a minute. Let's bring a line up like this. It's having issues here. I don't know why. Stop digging my paper. It's acting like it doesn't like to write on that blue too well. Maybe I'm trying to move too fast. That's one thing. These gel pens, they work better if you just touch lightly and move really slow. Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to move too fast. All right. So now let's play with the white pen and hopefully it'll work okay. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, I just put a little bit of gold on it. It's not a lot, but this is what it looks like so far. So let's play with the white now. I'm going to put a white dot in the middle of each of my triangles. The white is really what makes it pop. And then we'll put a white dot in the middle there. And let's circle the gold up here with a bit of white. All right, and then maybe we could just do some white dots. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on each side of the petal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I've done just accents with gold, but I really like how the white makes everything pop. So if you invested in anything to do your frosting, I would say a white gel pen. Ah, got Cheryl coloring. This one is going to go to Lena, Miss Lennox. I'm going to send it off to Barb in the morning. We only have a few more days to get things to Barb. So if I can finish this and get it in the mail, it's going to go to Lena. But I have a whole book that I keep my mandalas in, and I can pull them out of there. I can scan them, I can shrink them, I can turn them into stickers. You know, once you make it, it's made, it's yours. And I'm kind of covered up the black lines a little bit, but it's all right. You're getting the effect. That's what I wanted. But you can make yourself a whole binder of mandalas. That's your own resource that you can pull from and you can make copies of over and over and over again. I might do a quick flip of my mandala journal if I can lay my hands on it really easily. I think I can. Most everybody's seen that journal before, but it never hurts to pull it out and share it again. All right. So now I want to be able to see my circles that I have here. So I'm going to go around on the inside. I might cover up my gold dot a little bit. But because there's dark blue there, the white circle will stand out more. Whoops. Covered up my gold. And once the white is dried, if I wanted to, I could come back and put the gold dot back in. It's all about the layering. And one more. Always remember to complete one motion before you start another. All right. So now I'm going to put a little dot in between each of those. Everybody's up moving now. Okay. I bet I forgot to set the cat food back down when I put the dog out, because she had come in to eat. So I put her back out to do her business for the night. All right, I've been all the way around. So now I'm going to put some white lines in here in between the black lines. And I think once the gel pen has completely dried, and I still have to go over all of this with my black, and what I'm going to do tomorrow morning, I will cut around all the outside. I'll remove this paper on the background, and I'm going to put the actual mandala on a piece of black cardstock. So this will be matted on probably a 4-inch square of cardstock, because this is a 3.5-inch mandala. So it's very small. I wanted to do something I could do quickly. The big painting size ones that I do, like on the wall, those take days. Days to do. But if you're ever feeling stressed, take up doing mandalas, because it's a very calming, you have to focus or you'll really mess up. All right, and the last thing I want to do is put one dot and one and one. So a dot at the end of my little stem thing, and then a small dot on each side, and I'll do that all the way around. And I think we'll let this dry before I do my black lines over again. And I'll do a quick flip of the mandalas that I did with Barb Owen, and then some of them that I did on my own. All right, so there's the little mandala, and you can see that did not take very long at all. See? And I'm going to go over all of the lines around each color again with that black, but I want this to dry so I don't accidentally smear it. So I'm going to set that off the screen, and let me grab my mandala book real quick. I think I know exactly where it is. Well, here are some I did on canvases, board canvases. So I did this one here, and this one here, and they've been signed and dated. And you can see every time you do it, it comes out different. And I'm not real sure where my mandala book is after all. I thought it was laying right on top there. It's in a handmade. Well, you guys have seen it before. Oh, there it is. I was mainly looking for something to occupy us while we're waiting on that to dry. All right, and this is a book I made because Barb was putting them when we were doing the class. She had a black journal that she was putting hers in, and I made this one with recycled cardboard for my covers and then just black cardstock inside. So we'll just do a review of these. These were all done about 2021. And so there's this great big one here. These are loosen up activities Barb has you do to get you to do mandalas with common things you have laying around. And then this was the first one we did in her class. And then these we did where you just put blobs of watercolor on, and then you create kind of a mandala from what you have on the page. Like you go around the darker green and then you find the next color change and go around it. So to me, these look like geodes. And we'll come back over here. I will make a copy of the one I'm sending Lena to add to my, because I want her to have the original. So these are more that I did with Barb Owen. She did a free class on this one time. She has a class over on her How to Get Creative website if you want to sign up over there. But this is one of my favorites where you do with the graphite and then you choose a color. And one of the other ladies chose aqua instead of the red. And it looked amazing with just pops of the aqua. Where I have red, she had the aqua, which I thought was really cool. So this was just done black and white and then pick a color. All right. These were some tiny ones I did. These are probably just 2 inches or 3 inches. I just decided to do some more graphite ones, but on a smaller scale. This is another one where you do just a blob of watercolor down, and then you just go around the different, where the color changes, you just go around it. And I ended up with this flower. This one was another one we did with Barb. And I think one of these I messed up. So mine was different, but then I went back and I did one the correct way. So it's fun to take Barb's classes because you learn all the little different little shapes you can do. I love this one here. I love the ones with lots of color. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. But I love that one. And this is the one I messed up on, and then I got it right on the second one. So this one's not correct. This one is. I don't want to say correct because they're all wonderful no matter what you end up with, but the counts was off on mine. So I finally got it correct on this one, but I still love this one. Kind of looks like watermelon. There's that one. And I think I've dated everything on the backs of them. I didn't want to do it on the fronts. This one was another fun one here to do. Another small one. Another geode type where you just lay down the color and then wherever there is a change in color, you add a line. These I did on my own, just small ones. I like to do the small ones because they work up quick and they're fun to look at too. You don't have to do the giant ones. This was kind of a play. I traced a cat out and then I did all of this work in here myself. Because I've seen coloring book pages kind of like this, but this is one I just traced the shape and then I came up with my own. And then this one I like because it kind of looks like it's got ladybugs around it. Oh, and the last ones are here. There's 2 of them. The original of this one went to Sana. So I made a copy for myself and I have another one in here that I can use. And I think that's it. And these were just some pockets that I found for a scrapbook at the thrift store. So I made my own book. So let's get back and we'll put the black around this, and then I just need to set it aside until tomorrow morning. So I'm going to add the black back on here now. So I'm glad you enjoyed the book. So I'm going to try to get my black. I need to clean my glasses. Let's clean that tip off on this scrap again. Always have a scrap of paper. Not only can you use it to get your pen started again, but you can test your pens. You can check the colors. And you know, as I'm doing this looks like a dark purple, not a black, but the cap looks black. We've already started with it, so we're going to keep going. When I went over my original pencil lines, I used a Sharpie. I just like the way the glazed pen sits like it's raised up. And if you do short little sections and move slow, the gel pen will flow better. So I just go from petal to petal to petal to petal around until we are back at the beginning. And I'll scan this and put it in a file on my computer. So now we're going to do each side of these petals. These are my original black lines that were here that I added color inside. And we're just bringing the divisions back to the surface as they get pushed back as you add color and you do the frosting. I can't look at chat when I'm doing this or I'll mess up. It's a very Zen thing to do. It's not like something you can really do and carry on a conversation with. All right, so now I want to do my green shape here, which goes up, but then I've got like a circle right here. So we'll go up over the top, and then I'll do my circle here. It's kind of an oval, really, not a circle. I hope you guys can see how this makes a difference. Whoops! About sent it flying. It's so little, it's easy to get it spinning. All right. The thunder is moving back in. I didn't think this storm. I'll lift it up so you can see, and you can see how it's kind of raised. That's where these glazed pens. What time tomorrow, Becky? If I come on tomorrow at all, it'll be about noon Eastern. And I don't know what I'll do. I don't have anything planned. All right, I'm going to do my next shape, which is the blue sections. And I'm just going to do these two sides of it. So come up from here, and then come up from here. It's really easy to smear these, so I'm trying so hard to be careful. Mary said that if she was up, she might, and because she was going to rest this evening, she might do another very early morning stream. Just an FYI. So I'm trying to think. The next holiday we have is Easter. So maybe we should do something rabbitish. You want to do something with rabbits? What is it? April 9th is Easter. All right, I think I've been all the way around. So now I'll do the purple sections, which are, they start here and come up to this point, and then they come down here. So if I come all the way up this way, move slow or you'll mess up. Plus the gel pen doesn't like it when you try to go fast. A light touch and moving slowly is the best thing for gel pens, and don't smear them. And when you move slow, you have better control anyway. This will get set aside out of the reach of the felines till morning. I could wait and finish these out at noon, because that would be a quick thing to do. Show you how I finish this out at noon. I'll plan to do that. I'll just go ahead and do my household chores in the morning. And if I have any other brain ideas, I might do something else. All right, so the last thing I need to go back around is the little leaves. But by bringing these black lines back to the surface of it, it really gives it a lovely finish. And I have other videos where I've made mandalas. We might start just the pencil portion. We could do that tomorrow too, maybe, on this other square that I have. If you guys want to see how to make one, none of mine ever look the same exactly, okay? I don't know. I do it too, and then I make a mistake, and then I want to kick myself, Cheryl. All right, so let me pick it up so you guys can see without touching the middle because it's very wet yet. But you can see the glaze pens give you some dimension. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And this one will go to our Miss Lennox. I'm so happy she's back doing videos. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. There's a storm moving back in, and I need to get the dog in. So have a wonderful evening. I'm glad you stopped by, and I will talk to you guys maybe tomorrow at noon. We'll see how it plays out. Good night.